Hello. As per usual, we're going to get started 5 minutes in, but thank you guys so much for being here. I am rounding up some photos for the topic of today. We've got some hard topics today. We've got some light topics today. So it's going to be kind of a combination situation. So yeah, did I finish making my song about coming into the room? No. In fact, I don't even remember what it sounded like. So let's make up a new one. Let me get my lyrics out. It's 6 p.m. in the evening. It's time to talk. Say what? So Chris is not going to be joining us today. That's what I forgot. I was like, something is missing. It's Chris. She's not going to be here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Ramsterdam. Thank you for making it. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Summer of Dragonfly. Welcome to the room. So if you guys weren't here on Monday, you guys did not hear me make up this song. So here was the 90 Day Fiancé song. Well, 6 p.m. in the evening. It's time to talk. 90 Day. And we're here to have a kiki and talk about the other way. Okay, so what I want to do is make up a song for each of these, like for the 5 minutes that we're coming into the building. So it's like it's 6 p.m. in the evening. It's time to talk current events. What? And we're here to have a kiki. Current events. And see, I don't know. I'm bad at it. I don't know. I'm bad at it. I'm glad I remembered the song. Okay, so don't worry about it. You won't be late. We start after 5 minutes. So save the date. I don't know. Anyways, Elaine, hello. I've never seen your name before. Hello, Tiana. Welcome to the room. The fact, Quasi, I just remembered it right now. 6 p.m. in the evening. It's time to talk current events. And we're here to have a kiki. But don't worry. I have to get, listen, I know I was supposed to practice it and I didn't. So that is my bad. That is my bad. But I want to give you guys opportunity to come into the room, and thank you guys so much who are watching on Facebook. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. In case you haven't been made aware, no more super chats because YouTube be trying to take 30% of that mug. And if you guys are really trying to donate to the baby fund, I don't want 30% of that gone. So you can go on ahead and choose whatever down below and send me that way as well. Yeah, I have Zelle, but I feel weird. The only way I can give you my Zelle information, I think, is if you had my email. I mean, if you have my number. But if you want to use my email address, the same thing as PayPal, wahimalino@gmail.com for Zelle, you could do that as well. Maybe I should add that. I'll add that to the banner. How do I edit this? What is this? This is you. Oh, there. Okay, let me take it off. Okay, now let me edit it. And then now let me put Zelle. Wahima Lino@gmail.com. I feel like Zelle is definitely your telephone number though, which I can't give you my telephone number. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and you only get it at the end of the month too. So it's like, even, it's just not as accurate, and I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I hate to say it. I don't trust it. I'm like, somebody's giving me $50 and I'm only getting X amount of that $50. And then even then I'm like, how come I don't see it. I don't feel like I see it at the end of it. I have to do all the math and stuff, so I'm just like, hello, Maria. Oh, hi guys, it's Wahima. No, that's the wrong thing. Hey guys, welcome to Say What with Juan and Chris. I'm Wah. Chris is not here today. This is episode 126, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining me and us. And we're having a kiki. We're here to have a good time. Let's talk about something that isn't so much of a good time, and let's talk about it first because it's pretty heavy. And I would like to end this with something light. I want us to end with a laugh. So let's begin with not a laugh. I have a question. Is that a whip? Huh? Is that a whip? I'll give you guys more. Oh, you can't really. I wonder if you can see everything in it. I'll give you guys more context. Look at this. This is the dumbest picture. Why did I take this picture? Look at it. It is not even like right. Is that a whip that man has in his hand? Is that a whip, you guys? Is that a whip? So let me see if I can. There are much clearer pictures of it. This is the one that has kind of been circulating around. Is that a whip? Does this man have a whip in his hand? Now, here's the truth. At first, here's what happens to me. When I see things that are like crazy, especially having to do with like racism in America, possibly harkening back to a less out. Close the door, please. And find your pants. Find your underwear. Especially when harkening back to a time period that is not the best. Slavery, if you will. And I know, so my mind goes, okay, there are horse whips that are small. It's called a crop, a riding crop. And I'm like, I don't know much about that world. And so in my mind, there's always got to be some kind of justification for something like that. Because why would these men get on these horses? I mean, I get they're in Texas and have a whip with them to whip their horses. Do they need a long whip? I mean, because if they were driving a stagecoach, I understand why you would need a long whip, right? But if you have one horse, why do you need a small? And I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of this. So what the context of this video is if this is a whip, context of this is that Haiti is like bad. Okay, it's not the best economy. And when I say it's not the best, I mean it's fucking the worst. Okay. And so people from Haiti have migrated and traveled to Central America. So the normal way I think Haitians might get to the US is via Florida, right? And so in this case, they are coming to the US via Texas because they are coming up through Mexico. They're going to Central America. I imagine maybe places that they can fly or take boats to. I don't know the details about how they're getting to Central America, but they're getting to Central America and they are making their way up to the border between Mexico and Texas. And there are large refugee camps of people trying to get into the US for a better life because Haiti effing sucks. And so I think there's something about like 12,000 people that are camped out. And so the US Texas border, they are definitely attempting to kind of round those people up and ship them home, put them on planes and fly them back to Haiti. Now, there's a lot of controversy online regarding this matter, regarding the fact that why are they bringing or promising to bring 95,000 refugees over from the Middle East? What was the recent country that had their recent issues? I can't remember which one it is. So it, so people are saying, well, if that can happen, why can't this happen? And my brain obviously goes to, because there's some kind of agreement, there's some kind of understanding, it's some kind of thing that has been created. And so then the question is why hasn't that thing been created with Haiti? I don't have the answer to it. I don't have the answer. There's a lot going on in a lot of different countries around the world, but this image of seeing this border patrol person with his whip up doesn't look like he's doing it for his horses. The horses look like they're about their way. But you have people who are carrying things, including there are some pictures where you see people carrying children, and they are crossing this river to get into the U.S. And these border patrol are literally shooing these people back, and they are being rounded up, the ones who get through, and they are being flown back. Like, there have been 2 planes so far, I think, with like 100 people on them, flown back to Haiti, and they're either dropped off in Port-au-Prince or another major city. Could you imagine having traveled for the better part of the year to get out of your country to make it to the US to try to do something, and then to be put back on a plane and shipped back home? The devastation. But here's the truth, I don't have a solve for it. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know that I'm like, you let them come in. Like, what's the problem? Because I don't know, like, does Texas have the resources? When you have people who are coming in from other countries, there are resources that are needed to house and to feed. And so I just don't know the answer. But the fact that there is a whip happening. So Janelin is yelling very loudly, it's the rain to control the horses. So it's not a whip. But you have to admit that that is bad. That is a bad look. And it looks like no, I don't know if anybody's been whipped. I'm not saying that it is. It just is terrible. So it is absolutely horrifying to see those pictures. There, I have a lot of emotions surrounding it. I have a lot of questions regarding it. And to me, the obvious answer isn't like, yes, let them in, put them up. I don't know, because I don't know anything about what that even looks like, to bring in refugees like that. So I don't want to get on here and be like, oh, the US should, they have the resources. I know they do. But like, am I going to get out there and like put something together to be like, hey, this is what it is. This is what you should do. This is what we can do. I have no idea. It just looks horrible. And it makes me very, very sad. It makes me very sad that there are people who are being bused or shipped and flown back to a country that is absolutely failing. When I know the US had a hand in that country failing. I know it, they did. So there's that. I mean, it is just horrendous. And so I'd hope that there would be some kind of recourse for them eventually. All right. So that is all I have to say about that, because I don't want to speculate. I don't want to, ask a question. I just wanted to see what everybody thought about it. It looks pretty scary. So here's another issue that's kind of heavy. We've got Aquafina here, who has, everybody has said in her earlier days as a comedian that she would take on a black scent, and that in an interview she was asked about that black scent, and she was like, you remember the time you have you ever have you ever and just said, I'm open to the conversation, and it's a many layered thing. And I said to myself, Aquafina, why can't you just say, you're right, I did have a black scent, and that's incredibly wrong of me to do so, specifically and especially because I told myself that I would never come out here and have an Asian accent of any kind in any movie I was ever in, even if I was playing a Singaporean. I would never have an Asian accent because I don't want my culture represented that way. And I'm not sure if she's Chinese or not, so I didn't want to say Chinese accent because I don't know. But like, why aren't you just prepared to take the L? There's something about it that has her go, I'm not going to take this L. I'm going to just be open to the conversation about maybe how I was doing a black accent. Now, personally, I don't think it's that big a deal that she needs to answer for right now at maybe a pivotal time in her life. I think she grew up in Queens. And I don't know, because here's the truth, is that I lived in New York City for a very long time. And there's all this conversation about who can say the N word and who can't. And for me, my personal opinion is that there are people who are surrounded in the culture. And there are Puerto Ricans, there are Dominicans, there's J-Lo, you know what I'm saying? There's all that controversy surrounding her saying niggas in that Ja Rule song. And I'm just like, she made that song with a bunch of niggas. So like, if they're allowing her, if they've co-signed her, co-opted her, even though she's in New York City where everyone except for white people say nigga, and if you are white, there are some people who get co-opted and co-signed in the culture to be able to do so. I mean, they're not necessarily doing it now on national TV, but they were doing it in the 90s. I guess I just am somebody who, do I want to hear it out the mouths of people who I know have anti-blackness in their blood? No. But a lot of people have anti-blackness in their blood, and a lot of black people have anti-blackness in their blood. So like, I am not here to police that word. However, the black scent, I just don't remember Aquafina having one. I remember her sounding like she was from Queens and sounding kind of gully, but like, I never said, oh, she had a black scent. And also, did that black scent help her? Maybe it did. I don't know. Again, I have no answers for that. This is a no answers day. This is a no answers day. I think Aquafina is about my age. Don't ask Asians to be accountable for anything. They will tell you they are blameless and exceptional. The amount of anti-blackness in the Asian community is astounding to me. It's shocking and it's astounding to me. However, I just don't. It's like I don't know. I have a hard time being mad at other people of color for doing things, trying to survive whatever it is their trauma. And the most popular and the easiest thing to do is to shit on black people. But I don't expect anybody to be better. I don't expect anybody to know better. Now, when you get called out on those things, you should have a response to take an L. And I think that's the problem that I had with Aquafina's response is, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll take, this is the way people around me that I admired spoke, but I could definitely see how me not wanting to speak around my Asian family that inspired me not wanting to take on their, accent, and then me taking on another culture's accent. I can see how that could cause a problem. And so I definitely on point right now, want to apologize for that. And I'll definitely, figure out a way to make it better going forward. Like that's what you're just saying in this time period. Someone calls you out on something and you just apologize. And then you work on it, you think about what you did, and if even if it came from a positive and good place, if you get to be certain level of whatever fame, you've got to just take the L and apologize. So, I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily know. I have to hear her black scent. I have to hear the context in which it came from. To me, she comes from Queens. And so there's a lot of people who have a hip hop accent. I mean, here's the truth. There's a very good, I don't know if you guys know David So or Tim Chong Saransu. He used to be Timothy Delgado. There's a real strong argument that those two sound black. Okay? So I know for a fact that it's their environment. Now, do I think they're putting on a black scent? No. Do I think that Tim sounds like a black kid? Yes. A black man? To a certain extent. There is something about the swag and the way he speaks that sounds like hip hop is definitely in his culture, and hip hop to me is synonymous with Black American culture. So, what's happening? Space time continuum, would you say? So then Ciara says, yo, 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 that's not cool talking Asians like that. It's too blanketed. I get anti-black sentiment, but it needs to be fixed and not with anti-Asian. I don't know that that was a anti-Asian sentiment, Ciara. I didn't pick up that. I didn't pick up that it was, I thought it was sarcasm, definitely, but not anti-Asian. So I don't want to cause derisions in the comment section at all, so please don't fight here about whatever it is. I didn't pick up anti-Asian sentiment, but like I just think that, and yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna police you guys. You guys are adults. Please just be responsible. Anyways, I'm touching this hair because it's touching me and I would like for it to not touch me, but I feel like I have to have a different hairstyle than just like a messy bun on top of my head. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know what to say about Aquafina. Like, I just wanted her to have a better apology about what that is, even if she doesn't agree with it. Like, once you get to a certain place financially and, you know, pop culture wise, and you have some things that people want to call out in your past, just going ahead and apologizing it and apologize for it. Just go ahead and apologize. There are people who are upset with it. I personally, am I upset with it? No. But do I think that she was doing it in a harmful way? I don't know, because I don't know what the content they're talking about. I'd have to go back and look it up. And there are plenty of people that I watch on TV now that have a black scent, like Sarah from Love After Lockup, black scent. She's like, that's just the way I talk. And I'm like, okay, girl, that can just be the way you talk. You know what I'm saying? I think that there are people who grew up in melting pot cultures, or especially in New York City, that it happens. And I don't know how to, I do not have the understanding of what that means, and it can mean different things to different people. It just doesn't mean the same thing to me. Also, I'm a little bit more of like, I've got bigger fresh fish to fry, and I can't fight every fight. I agree with you with this, Tisa. I can't fight every fight. I will be mad at Balenciaga for what they're doing, because that's definitely cultural appropriation. But I don't know that if it's worth going after Aquafina now that she's doing what she's doing, her and whatever his name is doing for Shang Li. Now, I don't know if that's the name of it, Shang Li. I'm not sure. I watch all people of color television. I will watch Kim's Convenience. I will watch Crazy Rich Asians. I will watch any Indian show. What's that one that I love so much? The girl who like has all these two suitors now. She's like a high school girl. I watch that. I'll give any people of color show on Netflix an absolute try, because I think that it's really important for us in America to see other races and see, you know, people of color programming. 100%. Do I know that these cultures have anti-blackness in them? Absolutely. But I still think it's important to watch the content. I think it's important. All right. Next topic. All right. Update on Gabby Petito. She has been found. I don't know if you guys know about this story. She went missing late August, like I think like the 27th. Her or that's when she stopped posting. Her and her boyfriend were going around like living out of a van, and they had like a whole online presence, hashtag van life. And her mother says that increasingly over the time that her daughter became a little bit more withdrawn. The boyfriend came home in on September 1st without his girlfriend. Uh, and then her family finally posted her missing on September 11th. It said, my daughter is missing. Can you help us find them? And the boyfriend, fiance, and his family directed police to their lawyer. They wouldn't speak up. They lawyered up immediately. So everybody knew something must have happened, that Gabby must be dead, and it must be at his hands. So this person, after he got home, he left a couple of days later. No one knew he left. Then on Sunday, Gabby's body was found in a part of the campsite that wasn't finished. And when the police went to his family's house to talk to him, they're like, oh, he's not here. Yeah, he told us that he was going there. They have been circling around that national park, wherever it is in Florida, looking for this man. They have not been able to find him. I don't know. I feel like his family should be in trouble for whatever it is with like blocking investigations. He knew that something had happened to that girl. And now her family has lost their 22-year-old daughter. Now, that is the story, right? Last week we couldn't find her body. We didn't know what happened. Now we found her. She's dead. And unfortunately, the guy is gone. So it doesn't seem like any justice will be served. Now we've got a lot of people talking about all of the other, the Native women who've gone missing in that area, the Black trans people who have been killed and have gone missing, not necessarily in that area, but in the United States in general. So now, like, all of the Black people and people of color who have gone missing, and no one cared about it. But when Gabby went missing, then that's when the whole entire country is on alert. And I guess I'm just like, I do see what everybody is saying. And I don't know how to fix that. Again, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the solve is. And I do think that death, like 100%, and my heart goes out to Gabby's family, 100%. But I'm like, let's talk about the missing Native girls. Like, can some of the TikTok sleuths, some of the internet sleuths go in and find out what happened? I mean, have you guys seen Don't Mess with Cats or something like that? It's a show on Netflix about a group of people who realized that somebody was like killing people. And so they just like went on an international manhunt. And I'm like, if we could get all those sleuths to start figuring out what happened to the missing Native women from the Grand Tetons area, that would be super great. Like, let's just have the same energy for everybody. Or are there sleuths out there that are doing these things and they're just not getting as much, they're just not getting as much coverage? It's like, why? Ciara says that he might be part of 2 other murders. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord, the female couple that was killed around there. Jeez Louise. People missing from 2 years ago to try weeks ago, and it's all about Gabby. My friend photographed Luca Magana. Oh, yes. Yes, the cat torture. Yes. I mean, she said he seemed shy. Can you imagine just being a psychopath and going your entire life as a shell? Not a shell, but with a mask on? I mean, it's an absolute skill. It's an absolute skill. It's an absolute skill. I thought they already said the lesbian couple was unrelated. Oh, there's a lesbian couple? That girl picked him up hitchhiking. She could have been his next victim. Jeez Louise. Definitely prayers for all the families, but I would just like someone to look into these Native American girls. Look into all these stuff. If you need a hobby, if you have a pastime, and you like to go a sleuthing, do so. Okay. Next thing that we are going to talk about. I think that's all the heavy stuff. Let's talk about this. All right, you guys. So you guys remember last week or 2 weeks ago, Diddy, when someone asked Diddy about whether or not he would do a versus with Jermaine Dupri, he said that Jermaine Dupri wasn't on his level or didn't. I think he dissed Jermaine Dupri in some way, basically saying like, "Nah, I need to go up with somebody else because Jermaine Dupri is not a heavy hitter." And I said to myself, "What? Okay, Usher, Mariah Carey, Da Brat, and what I recently found out is grills. Okay, rob the jewelry store and tell them make me a grill. I mean, I know Diddy got hits, Biggie, some of Mary, a lot of New York people that I don't, I listen. I love New York rap, hip hop. I know it. I know. I love it. However, I love West Coast rap more. I love Southern rap more. So like I feel bad for saying that. But Tupac came from New York City and he still represented West Coast. I mean, look, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay. The facts are facts. Okay. Facts are the facts that are facts. And so for him to say that Jermaine Dupri did not have a catalog as rich as him, I'm like, Jermaine Dupri wrote so many songs. So then Jermaine Dupri went on a show this week talking about how he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and Diddy couldn't even pay to get a seat to be able to be in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Because we all know Diddy don't write songs. We know he's a producer. But Jermaine Dupri writes songs and he produces music. I mean, if anything is to let you guys to think about Little Bow Wow, ABC. Wait, is ABC Jermaine Dupri? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's ABC. Aisha, you are the girl that I never had. Or maybe that's Michael Bivins. I mean, he's definitely crisscross. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the miggity mac, daddy. It's the miggity mac. I mean, you can't even tell me that jump doesn't make you want to do something. The mac dad'll make you. Crisscross will make you. those are lyrics to die for. Okay. Oh, ABC was Michael Bivins? Okay. I mean, the gall, the unmitigated gall of Diddy to say that Jermaine Dupri couldn't see him in the dark. Like, I am just like, what? So deaf. Any song that starts with so deaf, I will take it. Except, I mean, Mace, he could go up against some Mace songs. But also Jermaine, I mean, Diddy's a crook. He'd be like stealing from his people. Puffy is the king of sampling. All his hits in the 90s came from samples. Yeah, that's true. But so is like G-Funk from the like they all did it in the 90s, right? Dre did it in the 90s. What's that? Like they all did it. They all did it. I feel like almost every Snoop Dogg song I know is from an old school song. They all did it. Jermaine Dupri found Crisscross when he was 19. He found ABC first. Crisscross shifted so many units. Oh, was it ABC? I mean, did he have another bad creation? Let me look it up because somebody said that it was Michael Bivins. Who produced another bad creation? Oh, that's Dallas Austin. Let's see. Let's go into it. Okay. Demetrius Red discovered. Oh yeah, you're right. It was discovered by Michael Bivins. ABC was Michael Bivins. So Michael Bivins did ABC and Boys to Men. Good for him. Aisha, you are the girl that I never had, and I want to get to know you better. Aisha, you know I want you so bad, and there's nothing anyone can do to keep me away from you. Who did TLC? I think that was Dallas too. I think TLC was Dallas Austin. What about what's that other group? Shoot. They escaped my head. That's what I'm saying. The Emancipation of Mimi? I just am like, I don't care how much Mary or Puffy, I mean, what's his name? Biggie you give me. Like, I don't care how much Faith Evans you give me. I don't care about the Carl Thomases. I don't care about any of them. Like, Mariah Carey, that album alone, y'all. What is this revisionist history? ABC was with Dupree first, but it says that they were in their Wikipedia. It says that they were discovered by Michael Bivins. Oh yeah, TLC was Pebbles. Yes, I remember from the movie. She took all their money. She gave them Rob Fours and told them to shut up and sang. I'm not trying to revise history. Coco Bang Bang. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know that I was really into it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm from the West Coast, so for me, it was like all DJ Quick, Snoop Dogg. I'll even throw in some Bay. You know what's so funny is that even though I'm from California, the Bay has such a very specific sound and a very specific way of being that it differs so much from the South, Southern California. So like, yes, I'm like, okay, Too Short. Yes, I'm like Exhibit. I'm like, what's his name? Sugar Free. Like they're all over California, but I love California from the top to the bottom when it comes to that music. Who did Money in a Thing? Is that Jay-Z or Diddy? I don't know. I don't know it as much as I should. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kaboom! Guess who steps in the room? Hello, Jessie Lee. Hello. We're just talking about the battle between Jay-Z. Not sorry. Why did I say that? We're talking about the battle between um, Jermaine Dupri and Diddy. Oh, Jermaine Dupri would. Okay. So then, yeah. I mean, honestly, I know that if it was a battle between the two, that I would definitely be more hype on Jermaine Dupri. Simply because Usher, My Way, I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm gonna probably go. Diddy was too gritty for me. Puff Daddy was too gritty for me. I was like, I'm gonna take crisscrossing him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with so death. Especially with grills. Come on now. Absolutely. I think he just wanted to create buzz. I'm like, there has not been one. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, what else do we have on the docket? That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Oh, there's some kind of rumor that Rihanna is pregnant. Did you guys hear that? So when I did the research on it, it was like a picture of her in a white dress, like a mini skirt, and then it was found out that that was like either a doctored and or old or both. So I'm like, is Rihanna pregnant? I'm not in that woman's business. I don't need to be in her uterus until she wants to announce to us that she is pregnant. I don't think there's any reason to speculate, especially because I don't like ASAP Rocky, and I just am like, don't be pregnant by him. Don't be pregnant by him. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'll be so sad if she's pregnant by him and hanging out with Nikki. Oh my God! Speaking of Nikki, there is an update. The woman who, remember we talked about it last week. So the woman who her and her husband are allegedly harassing, the woman that like stated that Nicki Minaj's husband sexually assaulted her, is now telling her story. I don't remember who she's doing, and she's going to do an interview to talk about it. And I'm like, oh, this whole thing is about to blow right up. It's about to blow right up. I'm not a Barb, but I'm not against Nicki. And Chris and I were talking about the different women who have done collabs together, and I support Cardi. I'm a Cardi B fan. I don't know if I'm part of Barty Gang because I don't listen to the mixtapes, but I have them. I purchased them so that she could have her little monies. But yeah, I was just like, I didn't realize. I thought Cardi was like pretty much open to everybody, and so she was just telling me about everybody that Nicki has done collaborations with, and how there might be a beef between, I think she said, Saweetie and Cardi, which made me sad. But I really like the fact that Cardi does what she does for whoever she does it for. I love the trajectory of Meg the Stallion's career. And so, I don't know. The on the Real. Yes, it was on the Real. While successful women love ain't shit dudes, I'm staying out of Remy's woo. But it wouldn't surprise me. You know what? Is that true? Is that a true statement? You guys, you think that? Or is it that because you don't have to worry, if you have your own money and you have your own shit, you don't necessarily need to worry about what they have and what they're doing? Because it doesn't necessarily affect your bottom line unless you're like Nicki and you want to go hard for them. I did not discuss Jenny Mai, but we can. So Jenny Mai is pregnant, and I think she's pregnant by Jeezy. I think that's his name, but he's a black rapper. And she went on the Real and she spoke about how she didn't think she was ever going to be a mother because she always said she was going to mess the kid up. And her castmates kept telling her that she would be a great mother. And she even got in fights with the Latino lady. What's her name? The one who was in the Cheetah Girls. We used to get in fights with her all the time backstage about how like she should stop saying that she's not going to be a good mother, that she would mess the kid up. And now she was, I didn't see the whole interview, but she briefly just kind of spoke about how she wanted to tell her girls at the Real first that she was pregnant, or have them be the first, interview that she did about the pregnancy, because of they know so much of her background and her story and how hard it was for her to admit that she wanted kids or even have it be a thing. And somebody was saying that, and she also said that her love and like where she is right now in her life and her love for her husband is so strong that she couldn't imagine not having a kid. Adrian, yes. Oh, I didn't realize that she was abused. I didn't know Jenny was married prior to. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, I just don't, like, I'm happy for her. I'm super super happy for her. I am really happy for her. I'm happy that she got into a place where she was finally feeling like it was a path for her, and that it was something that she thought she'd never do. And then, surprise, behold, here she is pregnant, and pregnant with somebody who she really is in love with. That's what I thought. Have they they have been downplaying it, saying that girl is harassing them when she literally has not seen them since the court case. Oh, you guys are having a conversation. She said she feels safe for the first time, and that resonated with me. Whew. Does she have a relationship with his kids? I don't know. I didn't know he had kids. I don't know anything about Jeezy. Hi. I feel it with ladies who want kids is something I've always thought about. Tamar always said she was going to be with a rapper. That's funny. She's like, you've got rapper husband energy. I don't know what that means yet, but I predicted it. Could you imagine, like, young girls in college, and it's like, you're going to marry a basketball player. You're going to be unhappy, but you're going to marry a basketball player. I can feel it. He's going to cheat on you, but I feel it. I feel the positivity. I feel basketball vibes from you. That's it, you guys. I don't have anything else to say. Oh, you know what's delicious? What I'm into? Almond coconut chocolate coconut almonds. So good. From Trader Joe's. If you can pick some up, do so. I don't know if it's dark chocolate. It looks like a dark chocolate, but it doesn't taste like dark chocolate. Listen to the ingredients. White chocolate, dry roasted almonds, dark chocolate, dried coconut. Yeah, this was good. This is what I'm into. Oh my God, you guys had them before? Hot Cocoa Bang Bang said, Jimmy Mai always gave me black male fetish vibes. What's the difference? Okay, I'm going to pose this to you guys because I was thinking about it. What's the difference? What is it when you fetishize? What is it when you have a preference or you are really into? Like, what are those things? What does that mean for you? We've got 15 more minutes, 14 more minutes. Let's sound off. Jesse, watch those macros. I'm happy for you. So, what does it mean? Do you think it's racist when someone says that they have a preference? Like I was thinking about it because I was listening to John Mayer today, and I haven't listened to John Mayer in so long. And he has this song called Daughters, which before used to be like, oh, this is such a great song. And now I listen to it and I'm like, this sounds like a cult. Like, what are you talking about? The lyrics are like, men, you can push boys, you can push them to their limit and see what they're made of, but like basically girls are so delicate. So mothers and fathers, be good to your daughters. It was just such a weird. It was weird. It was like very much role play, not role play, but women are this way and men are this way. So you need to treat women this way so that they come out being not crazy. Anyways, I was listening to John Mayer, and one of my things with John Mayer is that he has been on the record saying that he's not attracted to black women. And people were very upset with him. We're very upset because he was like, he's racist. He doesn't like black women. And I'm like, is that racism because you're not attracted to every woman or every race of woman? Do you think it's racism when people say, oh, I'm not into Asian men? Is that racism? Is that anti-Asian sentiment? Or when men say they're only into Asian women, is that fetishizing? And does it matter what the reasoning is behind it? Dating doula, sound off. I know you have some opinions about this. Like, I just want to know what everybody thinks, because a preference is a weird statement for me. When someone says to me that they don't like this race of people, I always think to myself, do you ever wonder why? For me, I think that there was a time in my life where I was like, oh, I'm not attracted to Asian men because they are not attracted to me. And I think I then saw some study where it was like the most undesirable of people from that other people have said are black women and Asian men. Like, when people have done a poll, the outcome is always, oh, I'm not into black women. And then, oh, I'm not into Asian men. And I said to myself, that's really messed up. Like, why? Why is that the thing? So for Asian men, the article was saying that that there's this idea that Asian men are not masculine, that because they have smaller like bodies or whatever, it makes them not masculine or something like that. And I was just like, huh. So I think I made it my mission to be like, well, I'm going to be attracted to Asian men. Like, if society tells me somehow, if society is making it so that I am not attracted to Asian men, if that is through cinema with the way that they are portrayed, then what must be happening is that it's happening the opposite as well. And as a Black woman, I'm going to make an effort to be like, I'm to not say I'm not attracted to Asian men. And the truth is I'm attracted to Asian men. I love me some what's his name? Daniel Lee? No, that's not his name. Daniel, the one from Crash. Is that the name of that show? He's hot. He's Korean. Now, BTS, I can't. I don't know what's happening with them. I'm not attracted to them. Mainly I'm attracted to masculinity, and to me, they are Ellen type. They look like Ellen to me. They look like the same type of lesbian as Ellen, and that is not masculine in my mind. So I can't be attracted to them. But like, I'm also not attracted to Bieber either, because Bieber is giving me strong white lesbian vibes, and I'm just not into it. Daniel Day Kim, oh, he is so hot. Also, Russell Wong, hot. I think Jet Li is hot too. I think Jackie Chan is cute. There's something very cute about him. He's so cute. And then who else is there? Oh, you know what I've been watching? Warrior on Cinemax. Every single one of those men. Every single one. Everyone. So Warrior is about the Tongs, like the Chinese like gangsters during the time of like the Chinese Exclusion Act, like in the 1800s, when after the railroads were built, after like Chinese people were coming over to America to help build the railroads, and they treated them stupid poorly. And then you have Chinatown in San Francisco, and just the gang wars between those people. Let's listen, every single actor in that one, fine as fuck. But I don't know if it's because I'm seeing them fucking fight and like everyone's muscled. But guys, Baba, I've never had a podcast. The father villain from Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I haven't watched that. Henry Golding, let me look him up. I think I know who you're talking about. I think he's fine too. Oh yeah, from Crazy Rich Asians? Huh, he's fine. His friend is fine from Crazy Rich Asians too. So when people say that, I think to myself, like, why? Why? And is it because society has kind of like made it so that we don't find these men attractive? Also, who else is fine? My friend Daniel in New York City, he can sing really well. Oh, he's fine. There's also this other fine man who used to come in with a fitted suit, girl. And him and I used to sing Lady Antebellum. Another something, something shattered all around the floor. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. It's a quarter after one. Need You Now. Oh, this man used to come in, and him and I used to always sing this duet. I can't not remember his name. Maybe it was Joe. Fine as fuck. He one day wore this fitted blue suit, and I almost lost it. He was fine, girl. And he can sing. Ah, delicious. Lady A, yeah. I mean, maybe I was Baba, but I don't remember what it is. What is this? Jenny referred to black men as sides, but since started dating Jeezy, she acts different. She's very much giving I'm dating a black man vibes. It's overt and obvious that it's a fetish. But what does that mean? Can you tell me what it is to be a fetish? I mean, I know what it is when I feel like men are like, I only want to date Asian women because I think they're small and I think that they are controllable, or like there's some kind of like submissive thing that is happening. Hi. Did you want me to open that for you? Okay, it's open. Come here. Come here. All right, you guys. I already told him no once, and he left, and he put his pants on, and now he wants me to open up this ice cream for him, and he's being so cute about it. It's because he's very, very clever, aren't you, Dons? Are you gonna give me a kiss too? Wow! Wow! You really want this ice cream, huh? Can you let go of my hair, please? Let go. Let go. Let go. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Thank you. I've already opened it. Ow. Okay. I gotta go. All right, here we go. Dating doula. Bottom line, North American beauty standards are founded upon white supremacy. We can't pretend that people's preference aren't shaped by racism. An unmasculine Asian man comes from Hollywood. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. That's 100% what I want to know. I do not wish to know any more about John Mayer's penis. Good to know. It's open. So we got to go downstairs because you're not about to get crumbs all over this room with your crummy self. Let's go downstairs. Go downstairs. Come on, let's go. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, you guys, for all of your support. I know this was a different energy. I thought I only had like one like weird, it's open. I thought I only had like one not so fun topic, but then I had more than one not so fun topic. We want a dating, you know what, dating doula? Do you want to do something? If you ever here, I'm gonna contact you on Instagram so that maybe we could do like a dating, I don't know. Let's talk. Let's talk. If you're down to talk, I'm down to talk. I'll hit you up on Instagram as soon as I'm done with this guy. Okay? All right, you guys. Have a tight hour indeed. This was a tight hour. Tight hour. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yay, thank you. Have a fantastic day. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Say bye-bye. Oh my God, you guys, that's big. That's big. Okay, that's big. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.